Hello, hello, you guys. Welcome to day 3 of 3 Days to Great Skin. Again, I know this is right smack dab, like probably in your workday. It's at the near endish of my workday. So if you are going to catch the replay, that is totally okay. It is here for you just for that purpose. Right, replay if you're watching replay. If you're here with me live, keep commenting. I will hopefully be able to see them. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't, and I know that's on me, but I don't know how to fix it just yet. So to preach what we say or whatever, like do as I do, I have no makeup on today. I am joining you with Just Skin skincare on, barefaced beauty, 3 Days to Great Skin. Your skin is your greatest foundation. So whatever your makeup is, whatever other products or whatever other things you're going to put on it, if your skincare is doing what it needs to do and your foundation is great, whatever you put on it is going to be great. I believe that. I believe that for you. If you have still questions about what makes great skin, all of that, go back to day 1. If you feel like you can't have it, go back to day 1. Day 2 was all about the things we put on the skin, and today, day 3, is our final thing that great skin needs. We talked about on day 1, like if you pulled all the people with great skin and said, what's your top 3 things? There are things that overlap that all of those people do. So today we're talking about the third thing, and that is basically your habits and routines. Again, please don't think you need to change your whole life to have great skin and stop doing whatever thing you love, because even if it's on the list, everything in moderation, including moderation, right? So let's talk about the things that we do. How do my daily habits and routines affect my skin? Some of those, half of you, your little bottoms just went, because you're like, my daily routines, my habits, and that's okay. It's really just being aware what we're doing, changing things when we can, adjusting things if we need to, and not just like flipping your whole life upside down. I promise. So like we're just observing and adjusting if we need to. But here are some consistent habits and routines that do make a difference. Okay. Some of the habits and routines are more about like your daily, weekly, monthly, yearly skincare goals and how our actions affect our goals, right? So our daily, which we talked about on day 1, is going to be our skincare routine, whether it's a 2-step process or a 15-step process, whatever your goals are and whatever your abilities are at that time, right? We talked about like I'm busy in the morning, but I have more time at night. So I have more ability in the nighttime to do more things. So I do more things then. Also our budget, our like whatever our circumstances are. So our daily is our skincare and things like our water intake. Yes, like your whole body's made of water. Our brains are made of water. All of these things are like what, I don't know, what is 70% water or whatever we are, we need water. Water also is going to be what helps flush out toxins. So like our lymph, right? Your lymph collects bad things and then flushes them out. So that's germs, that's illness, that's all like the whatevers, right? The grouse, the things that need to be moved out of our system. Our body puts all of that stuff into your lymph and then evacuates it out. So think about that. Like, how is it flowing these things in and how is it flowing these things out if we aren't giving it any water to sail along? Okay, so everything actually is going to function better. And I know that that is not new news to anyone. Drink your water. But also, this is for the person that's like, I just don't drink water or I hate water. Like, I'm making myself thirsty just talking about water. But for the person that's like, I just don't drink it. I don't like it. People, there are 5 bajillion, that's a real number, additives to water. Like there is so much we could do to jazz up our water and make it more exciting or make it more flavorful and make it more fun. That whatever it takes that will help us drink it, I feel like is more beneficial than just not drinking it. If you're like, oh, I mean, it was 0 calories. We got, additives and the little Mio drops or the little whatever squeezy drops. We've got lemon, we've got fruit, we've got cucumber, we've got electrolyte supplements. That's what I put in mine. I have like their little sticks, and I'll put my electrolytes in, and then I'll put my collagen in, and then I mix it up, and then I've got my supplements and my water in one, and it's still easy for, and it tastes good, and so it makes me want to drink it. So like there are ways to get your water in, okay? All kind of drops, 0 calorie, whatever's. And so my next, I already know you're gonna be like, yeah, but the 0 calorie stuff's bad for you. That's what I meant by like, whatever you need to put in there is probably offsetting whatever like bad thing you think it is. So if you think like monk fruit is bad for you, which is worse, a natural plant-based sweetener or no water? Pick your battles, or choke down plain old flavor-free water, whatever it is. Like find a way for you to get your water in. Soda, coffee, tea, those things generally are a diuretic. Like if they have caffeine in them, they're probably a diuretic, which means it's making you go pee and sort of flushing it. Like if you're drinking enough water, you're gonna pee all day anyway. But these things are actually diuretics, so they cause you to flush out that pee. So you may be like hydrating and dehydrating, dehydrating. I don't know the math on the full extent of it, like which is like, are you actually adding even if it's a tiny bit, or is it actually dehydrate? I don't know the math. All I'm saying is water is water. So try some way to get your water in and your water intake up. All of your body and hair and nails and eyeballs and brains and muscles, everything will feel better. Everything will function better. Your skin is your largest organ. If you don't know that, it's actually true. It's science. Google it. But your skin is your largest organ. So let's get some water in the system. Remember, we're putting it on the system and in the system. So get your water intake, your supplements, just like we talked about. A serum, right, is a like topical supplement. There's also things like fish oil. Fish oil is great for your skin. Biotin, if you're doing hair, skin, nails. We have a hair, skin, nails in my offerings. But like whatever supplement you need, maybe it's calcium, maybe it's collagen, maybe it's whatever. So all of these things are available to you. See what you need and consider a supplement. It's literally as easy as that. I'm not a doctor. Supplements are not regulated like medicine is regulated, like pharmaceuticals. So generally, they also say things like proprietary blend. So just be careful. Ask your doctor if you're not sure about it. Always ask your doctor if you're pregnant, nursing, immunocompromised, any other allergy, any other sensitivity, any other anything, whether it's your skincare, your supplements, anything you're changing, anything you're adding, anything you're eating, anything you're putting on your skin. Because remember, like I just said, your skin is your largest organ. It's absorbing these things into your body through your skin, potentially. So if you're any sort of, compromised anything, compromised immune, compromised skin barrier, all those things, ask your doctor. That's an official disclaimer. But water is water, drink your water. Supplements, if they appeal to you, or if you feel like that's one thing, like your system is lacking, supplements help us feel healthier and function better. So we've got water, we've got supplements. Sleep. I hear a lot of people say, I'm a really bad sleeper, especially once menopause hits. It's just one of those things. Just one of those things. But at some point, we do need sleep. So try and get yourself on a routine. If you make a regular bedtime, your body starts to wind down and want to go to bed at that time, over time, right? And then same thing, if we get up at a specific time in the morning, our body starts to, like our natural body clock starts to do that. So if you have trouble sleeping, try more of a routine. Again, back with supplements, ask your doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm an online celebrity. Okay, we both know that's not true, but I'm just a regular person. But there are things like melatonin, magnesium, different supplements that can help you sleep if that's okayed with your doctor. There are different things that can help you sleep. There are also things that while we are asleep that can help us that you like don't even have to change or do. If you have a satin pillowcase, often people with curly hair, this curly hair is new to me, by the way, we could talk about that another day. If you have curly hair or ethnic hair, like Sweetie sleeps with a satin pillowcase. And then I was like, why don't I sleep with a satin pillowcase? I want my hair to be nice, right? It's less friction on the pillow as I'm rubbing around and like doing whatever I'm doing in the middle of the night, which is causing less breakage. because also as perimenopause, like my hair was all falling out. That's fun. So I'm having less breakage. Also, as you sleep and your face is on a satiny pillow, it's also causing less wrinkles on our face because, again, as I'm moving around and like sleeping on the pillow, my face is actually sliding across the pillow instead of sticking to the pillow, and now I'm sleeping like this and causing like wild wrinkles everywhere. While you are asleep, try, and everyone tells me like, I just can't do it. Try to sleep on your back, or at least fall asleep on your back, because not only is that good like for your face wrinkles, also if you look in the mirror and you look at your décolleté, you're like your chest area, if you see long lines here, it's probably because you are a side sleeper. And don't get cheeky, but when we're sleeping and we do this kind of number, right, we're laying on our side, look at the wrinkles it's creating, and it makes like long vertical wrinkles in our chest décolleté area. So if you have that, you can take your skincare Always Face neck. You can also pop a little of it just right here where you're getting these kinds of wrinkles. Basically all of your skincare, your serums, your moisturizer, your SPF for sure, especially if you like wear V-neck shirt and you are out and the sun is seeing that, it's causing wrinkles, it's causing sunspots, it's doing the things. But especially side sleepers, because the way our shoulders fall in, it ends up creating these lines. So if you can sleep on your back, this is all stretched out, this is all, you know, laying so nicely. I try to fall asleep on my back every night. I really do. Every now and then I wake up and I'm just like a hunched up mess, but that is whatever. I do try to go to sleep every night on my back. And then if I wake up in the night, I try to turn back to my back and fall back asleep. But I do feel like that helps my personal décolleté. Anywho, so that's something you can do that you don't have to like pay for or change. If you sleep in dry climate, you can just run a humidifier in your bedroom at night. Not only is that great for like your nostrils and your throat and like your snoring and whatever, it's so good for your skin. Oh, remember I talked about I live in the desert. If you live in a drier climate, that is, your skin is just like all night long. It's loving it. It's helping your skin, your, like I said, your like your, you know, your nasal passages, your throat, all of that. Oh, it's so good for you. If you want to get fancy, put some lavender in there and you're like, oh, sweet dreams, whatever you want to do. But running a humidifier, a satin pillowcase is good for your hair and your wrinkles. The right amount of sleep also varies as we are different ages in our life. A set bedtime, a set wake up time. And I am guilty of this more so when I talk on Zoom or on live cameras, because I'm looking at you and I'm talking about all of these things that we're doing for our skin. Touching your face all day long is a no-no. As I'm like, can't stop touching my face and all of my skin. Touching our face all day long. One, it's unnecessary. It just is. And two, like, think about how many things your hands touch in a day. Doorknobs, steering wheels, all the grocery cart, all the, like, literally your car keys, like your purse, the bottom of your purse, like all, the planet is so dirty, right? And then I'm like, oh, and oh. So I'm putting that bacteria onto my face, especially if you're acne prone. It's just it's a good habit to try to, it's a good thing to try to break the habit. And then also, if you are someone that like rests on your hands, I try to, if I'm going to do that, I try to always rest like on my chin. I know that seems like such a weird, small habit, but it's these small habits that add up. I used to be like one of these people, but look what that's doing here. Like, that's pushed all of this. Look at, that's like terrifying to see, right? So if I'm doing that, one, it's stretching the skin. So when I let go, it's going to be more lax. It's causing all this stuff to wrinkle up and do weird things here. It's just pushing on my face in a way that doesn't need to happen, right? All of those things. So try not to do like these kinds of motions, you know, this, whatever. If you're going to rest it, I try and rest it like right on my chin, because it isn't pushing any of my skin any direction, and it's on like the bone, right? So I can still rest my head and read or be whatevering or concentrating. I'm just not mushing my skin around to do it. The same thing with our phones, the same thing with our hair products. If you put hair products on your hair and your hair is touching your face all day, it's the same thing. It's putting products on your face. If you are acne prone, try and look where your acne is and see what thing touches that part of your face all day. If it's nothing, that's okay too. That's a bonus. That's just something you don't have to like work around. So yes, touching your face all day and things that touch your face all day. If you wear a hat, if you wear a visor and you are prone to breakouts and whatever, consider that. Here's the, since we're besties, I'll just tell you all my secrets. I don't wash my hair every day because I'm lazy, but I do wash my bangs every day. One, I feel like I touch them all day, so they get greasier faster, but they also touch my face. So I'll pull my hair up in the shower, and then when I'm washing my face, I would just wash my bangs and rinse them in the shower so that my bangs get clean every day, but I don't have to wash my face or my hair every day. I don't know if that helps you. If it helps you, use it, own it, spread the word. So hair products, all those things, touching your face. Try to manage our stress. That's so hard. Like if you know the right way, tell me, other than like meditation and journaling and not punching people, like what is the way we manage our stress? The hard part I find about managing stress is stress usually happens to us, right? It's some kind of event. And the problem with our nervous system is that it does not understand the difference between good stress and bad stress. I'm buying a house. That's so exciting. It sees it as a bear is chasing me and I better run. Like the signal of stress is the same. So it doesn't know the difference between like, I'm going on vacation and I'm so excited and I need to pack and I'm whatever, right? The tornado is imminent. I don't know, but it can't tell the difference. So good stress and bad stress are both stress. And we need to like try to manage our stress the best we can because that fluctuates our hormones, which fluctuates our cortisol, which fluctuates all the things, which can lead to breakouts, which can lead to dry, dull skin, believe it or not. So try to manage our stress. Increases cortisol, increases breakouts, dullness, all the things. Sun exposure, we talked about that on day 1 or day 2. I think day 1. Yes, we talked about that on day 1. Sun exposure. Like I said, if the sun exists, it can see you. Period. It's aging you faster than any other thing combined. Birthdays, bad habits, no skincare, all the it's aging you faster than everything. And then we also talked about on day 1, the new one is digital aging. Your light emitted from your handhelds, your phone, your computer, your laptop, your tablets, from your devices is also aging you, right? HEV, it's called. High energy, visible light, something like that. HEV is blue light aging, blue light damage. So that's getting us to, so SPF, always, your sun exposure. If you're out in the sun, try to wear a hat, try to wear a visor, try to wear long sleeves. And I don't just mean like, oh, I'm checking the mail, but like if you're doing yard work, wear long sleeves, do the things. If you're swimming, if you're a swimmer, the water is like reflecting the light even more. So just be aware of your habits and do the best we can to minimize the things we can. But again, don't feel like you have to change your whole life, right? SPF, wear your SPF every dang day. Digital aging, foods. Some are food myths and some are real. Believe it or not, sugar does something to our skin called glycation. That's just a big fancy word. Basically what it means is it's hard to explain, but it basically makes your skin hard, right? So it's not supple and lovely. And you don't like see this happening. It's not like, ooh, she's got hard skin, but I can see glycation once it's finished on someone that has glycation. I can see it on their face. So basically like your skin gets hard, and then as we move and make facial expressions, think of it like I don't know, like a piece of paper, right? Like if we've got a nice piece of paper that's supple and whatever, and it's moving and it's doing the things, if you have a hard one and it's so stiff and we're still gonna make the face, it ends up doing this instead, right? So this is literally what happens to your skin. It gets all of these like cracks and like lines and damage. Instead of bending and moving like it should, it just gets brittle and like cracks apart. And now those cracks move, but now all those cracks are wrinkles. So, and I'm not talking about one little cookie, okay? Again, don't worry. This is not one like, done, ruined, skin's awful. But people who are like a sugar bug, you know who you are. If you are sugar, 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 and you love your sugar, and sugar is your thing, you may be hardened. I don't know any other way to explain it except like hardening, stiffening your skin. So maybe you do more things to soften and moisturize and do those kinds of things to combat the amount of sugar that you eat. Okay, so, and all the other like health whatevers, but today we're just talking about skin. So either manage the amount of sugar you eat, and I'm talking about like processed sugar. I'm not talking about fruit. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about like granulated, like processed, like white sugar, okay? Not fructose, not whatevers. So sugar. And excessive sugar I'm talking about too. But also alcohol. I like a beverage. I am a full-grown adult. Within moderation, I like to have a beverage. And I'm at this age, I never say never, but at this age, I'm not ready to just not have any. Truth. But excessive alcohol also creates dullness, creates dehydration, creates dull looking skin. It ages us, so we're gonna have more wrinkles and those kinds of things. So sugar and alcohol are big factors in skin health, but I'm also talking excessive, and I'm also talking like unhelped, unregulated, right? Like we're not doing something to combat that. So have you a cookie, have you a beverage, in moderation, do the things you need to do. But they can flare it up. Also, if you have a rosacea is a skin condition, different foods, different things, alcohol, stress, all those things can flare that up. So also as we minimize those, we can minimize our skin reactions and our skin conditions sometimes, because it depends on what yours is flared up from. What else? We talked yesterday about clean makeup brushes, right? All the things that touch our face, whether it's the makeup brush we're applying, our hair, whatever, makeup brushes, clean your makeup brushes, exercise. I'll try. It increases your circulation. And again, that's how our skin eliminates things. That's how our skin gets fresh blood, right? Old blood out, new blood in, it's always pumping in and out from our heart. The more we exercise, the more our circulation gets better, and the more that new, fresh, oxygenated blood is sent to our skin and helps keep it healthy, radiant, all of the things, right? Yeah. Sorry. Smoking asphyxiates our skin. It depletes the oxygen from our skin. So when people smoke, they have very dehydrated skin. They have very tight, but usually clogged. Tight, like tight, clogged. Not tight, like, oh, I don't have a visible pore on my face. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tight, clogged pores. And I can see asphyxiated skin when I look at a smoker's face. This is not about any person. We're just talking about habits, okay? And what our habits do to our skin. So please don't take it personal. Again, do the things you do, but just know what things affect us which ways, okay? Not a doctor. Although I would love for you to quit smoking if you are thinking about it. Period. Because for you and your health and your skin's health, and because I love you. So if you're a smoker, this is not a judgment. It's just a statement. What it does to your skin. So it drastically accelerates aging, reduces your blood flow, all the things that we just talked about. It negates those things and slows those things. There are other things that we can do to increase circulation. Facial massage, whether it's just when you're applying your products, whether it's like if you've taken into like learning maybe about gua sha, like the stones, right? There are facial massage techniques that you can do to lift and to firm and to sculpt jawlines and facial features and things like that, but also to improve that circulation like we just talked about, improving the blood flow, fresh oxygenated blood flowing in, taking things out. Like that is how our skin circulates and does that. So facial massage is great. And even though like in a facial, people are like, oh, the best part, but it doesn't really do anything. I'm like, oh, it is the best part and it does do something. So yes, we are massaging in a way to bring blood flow, to, get your lymph drain, to collect and drain, all the things. We're doing things and they actually mean something. But you can too. You can too. Always treat your neck and your décolleté. Like if you've got the products already there, you might as well put them there. And I always tell people whatever is left over on your hands, even if you feel like it's nothing, put it on the backs of your hands. Women show our age first in our face, neck, secondly in our hands. And so many people don't think about that until one day we look down, we're like, these are my mom's hands or my grandma's hands. So whatever you have left, just throw it on the back of your hands. Like I said, you don't need an extra pump. Just, whatever you've got left over, put it on there. It's an excellent habit to be in. It doesn't cost you any more. It doesn't take you any more time because you was doing whatever with your hands anyway. So these are all things that we can do. Our daily habits, including our skincare. Weekly, something that we can add on is some sort of treatment. Like maybe that's the day you put on a sheet mask or a clay mask or a treat for yourself. That's the day you do your face massage or your little quartz rollers or your ice globes, or whatever fun treat for yourself that you want to do that is also gearing you towards your skin goal. Treat yourself, right? You've done great all week, treat yourself. Or just sit on the couch with it while you have your beverage. Like however you want that to look, but weekly treatments are an excellent week thing you can do. Monthly, daily, weekly, monthly. Monthly, I know because I'm a esthetician, you feel like this is a self-plug, but it's really not a self-plug. Get a professional treatment monthly. Why? I will tell you. When our skin is in its prime, the age we are when it's in our prime, it naturally turns over every 28 days. That's basically once a month. As we age, it takes longer and longer for the skin to turn over. So when we're in our 40s and 50s, it could be a month and a half. It could be 2 months. It could be 45 days, right? As we get older. So in 45, it's almost like double, right? I mean, I know it's not, but like it's almost double. So that's why as we get older, often we see skin that looks dull because it hasn't been exfoliated to force that turnover every 28 days. So when you go see a professional for a facial, they're probably going to do like a microdermabrasion or a dermaplane or an enzyme or some other thing that you're probably not going to do at home that is more, and I mean this in a good way, more aggressive than you should be doing at home. You don't need to do that every day. You only need to do that once a month. And they are going to push your skin's limits appropriately and safely and according to your goals to get you to that once a month skin turnover. We're forcing it to turn over like it did when it was in its prime. So that's why I say see a professional once a month, because they also have tools and stronger ingredients and things that we don't sell to daily care users. They're professional only for a reason, right? So daily is your at-home skincare. Weekly is your treat yourself. Monthly is see a professional. Yearly is see a dermatologist. No matter where you live, even if you live in a cold place, even if you live whatever, but especially if you live in the sunshine, Florida, Arizona, all these things, right? Texas, wherever the sun is strong, California, if you're out in the sun, wherever. But even if you're in like a cold place, see a dermatologist once a year. They're going to look at your entire body. Don't be weird. They don't care. And they're going to look for like weird moles, weird, skin things, whatever they're looking for, anything that could be dangerous and potentially cause a problem for us, melanoma, all of those things. They're going to get it. They're going to take a little biopsy. They're going to check it. And then if it's a nothing, wonderful. It's preventative. And if it is something, hopefully they get it right then, and then it still becomes nothing and it's preventative and it's wonderful. So skin checks are really important. Not a doctor, but go see a doctor. They can also, discuss your home care regimen, your monthly regimen, your weekly regimen, like all those things. They can prescribe you prescription strength products if you need them. If you don't, great, because you're doing all these other things, and then maybe we don't have to resort to that. So there is a way to daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Keep yourself on track. And speaking of that, I have another freebie for you guys today. I will drop it in the files section. It's like a little skincare pyramid, right? These are things you do weekly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly is the tippy top, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a freebie for you. It lists the things that you can do to stay on track with your skin in a yearly schedule. I will put that in the files. Download it, enjoy it. It's for you to keep and just have and to hold, to have and to view on your device, however you want to have it. But that is my freebie to you. It's PDF. It's good for you. What else? And also, like, all of these habits combined are not only good for you, they're good for your family, they're good for your whole body, they're good for your mind, but also they set a good example. If we have children, I don't have children, I have cats, and they don't care what I do. But if you have children, these are also setting really good examples for them of how to care for themselves, how to care for each other, right? Like, you know, scheduling your yearly exam and these kinds of things. And also it's to show them that self-care isn't selfish. It's literally caring for your person. No different than, like, I mean, it's funny when people are like, oh, I don't buy face wash. I'm like, oh, but you buy shampoo, right? I mean, you buy shampoo and conditioner that's like, oh, I have dry scalp, so I buy shampoo for dry scalp. I'm like, but you don't think that's weird. But if I bought a face wash for oily face, you think that's weird. You know what I mean? So it's just showing that this is just caring for another part of your body and your person as a whole, and it's not selfish, it's not extra, it's not vanity, it's not whatever. Like, it's caring for the largest organ in your body. And you're worth it. You are worth it. Your confidence, your glow, your radiance is worth it. And your peace of mind is worth it, right? Like we talked about before, like showing up to an event and not thinking about how I'm looking and not worrying about, like, I look older than everybody and I have all these wrinkles and all these lines and whatever. It's like, it's just living. My goal for you, whether your goal is or not, my goal for anyone is for them to live in confident skin. That looks different for every person, but that's why it's so beautiful. We have a system, and then we just customize the system to each person's personal goal. And if you're confident in your skin, I am successful. Your success is my success, and I want us to be successful together. I want you to enjoy. I want you to thrive. I want you to do whatever it is that you want with your skin and be happy in it. So, as always, if you want more in-depth consultation, if you want a skincare consultation, a makeup consultation, a wellness, meaning like supplements and whatevers and the things that I have to offer, I do also have hair care, shampoo and conditioner, surprise. If you want to talk about any of those things, it is available to you. It is no pressure. It is no whatever. Even if you just want to know, like, what would you recommend? You're not tied to anything. It's just me sharing information with you. If you would like a little personal consultation, drop me a message, send me a DM. I did talk to a couple of you yesterday, and I'm very pleased. I love helping. So I would love to hear from some more of you. But again, like I said, it's no pressure. It's no commitment. It's no whatever. It's just another fun part of what I offer to my friends, and you are my friends. So get out there, be great. Thank you so much for spending 3 days with me. I enjoyed spending 3 days with you. I hope you got something valuable out of at least one of these days, hopefully all of the days. Drop a win in the comments, drop some like special little tidbit that you learned. Drop a comment if there was something you didn't hear that you thought you might learn about. I can add it to the next one. And be beautiful, friends. Live in your great skin. You can have it and you deserve it. Thanks. Bye.